Hey, it's Jeremy Glowacki. I'm at InfoComm 2026 in Vegas, and I'm here with Chris Teguh at the Epson booth. First stop of many because there's so many new introductions here. But this is a really cool product. It was the one that was kind of held back the longest from an embargo standpoint for the press.
Yeah.
The big reveal, and it's a 30,000 lumen, 3 chip,
3 LCD, so
3
LCD,
LCD,
color,
3 LCD, of course. But it's in a smaller footprint. You know, you're used to like a really big form factor for these projectors.
So typically on a 30,000 lumen projector, you'd be up in the 140 pound range, probably 6 cubic feet, quite large.
Yeah.
When we launch this will actually be half the size and weight of the current smallest and lightest 30,000 lumen projector. We'll cut it in half, right? So
that's amazing. Yeah.
We're able to get 50% more brightness out of something that's only slightly larger than a 20 pin. So it's pretty impressive. And that really just unlocks deploying 30,000 lumens in places you couldn't before.
Right.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously the weight of hanging a projector like this, just getting multiple projectors together in a space, all the applications.
Yeah, so the deployment, the strike, everything has to be doubled up when we're talking about something very large. You have to get scissor lifts, you have to get 4 people to like really move things around. So having you cut all that, weight and volume, you don't need as much infrastructure to support it. You can hang it in places that you couldn't typically do that with on a normal 30,000 lumen projector. Like, especially we're doing things in like cathedrals.
Oh, yeah.
There's sensitive architecture you don't want to modify to support something that big. So in times where you're using it, there used to be this kind of ceiling of weight. And it's like 20,000 lumen projectors are about that weight. So we can only do about a 20,000 lumen projector in these spaces. With a projector like this, we can go to 30,000 lumen without really much more impact in terms of structural engineering, right?
So I know that there's secrets and things you can't reveal of how this is accomplished,
Sure.
but there's got to be some kind of like key point that just allows you to make such a big leap in the design.
I mean, we call it ACE, which is Advanced Cooling Engine. It's just basically this, Epson is compact, precise, efficient. They're obsessed with making things smaller and more efficient. So really optimizing cooling cooling flow, that's liquid cooling, changing some of the previously air-cooled systems into liquid-cooled systems allowed us to really shrink the structure of the actual casing. So that's how we were able to get it so small.
So liquid cooling really did just come along, and all of a sudden it was like the thing you keep hearing about, even if it's a lifestyle projector, little guys trying to get into cooler, less fan noise and that type of stuff. Okay, and you mentioned like when this is available, it will be. So how far out are we from this actually being available?
Roughly January, we'll have this available and start shipping then.
All right, well, great. That's really, really impressive engineering by your team there, and looking forward to hearing about great applications.
Yeah, we're really excited about it. Thanks.
Good talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, now next stop at the Epson booth is Remi, and we're going to talk about the L series. So this is a really broad series of projectors represented with just 4 on the wall here that kind of give you just a few different models within the line. But what's the breadth of the line, and what are we trying to accomplish for what market?
For end users, so we our entry to L laser projectors, as you know, started a few years back. However, there's definitely need for different vertical markets to do, from golf sim to higher ed, with advanced features of our PowerLite L series up to 8,000 lumens. What we are demonstrating here is actually how you can see by the lens, fixed lens, how far of a projected image you can have. However, at the entry standpoint, sub 5,000 lumen, we're introducing new products, 5200 lumens, 4Ke, with built-in native casting, vertical lens shift, where it's ideal for K-12 to corporate meeting rooms to even immersive applications. So the breadth of offering starts at 4,000 lumen and ends at 8,000 lumen. As you move up the lumen range, you have more advanced features, ideal for larger spaces and more complicated installations.
Okay, and so we have availability already for these? Are we looking at later in the year?
We are really excited about the more compact size at under 12 pounds. It's going to be ready in October.
Okay.
The first customer ship. And again, some of them are going to have native AirPlay, which is going to be cost reduction for a lot of our constituency, and also native Google Cast.
Right. The connectivity is really big with the education market, obviously.
Yes.
Well, that's great. That gives us a little taste of what's happening, and there's a lot more detail to learn on your website.
More on that to come. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
at my next stop at the Epson booth is Tom here to tell us about some ultra short throw projectors that just came out from Epson, and they're different options, different applications. Tell us about the range within this ultra short throw.
Right, so we have 5 new ultra short throw models coming out. 2 of them are interactive, and there's a 5000 and a 4200 lumen on that side. And then we have 3 non-interactive, 2 of which are 5000 lumen. That's what you see here. This is the 875E. It's an ultra short throw, so it's a 0.25 throw ratio. What we're demonstrating today is just to show something outside of the classroom where they're typically sold, right? So this is doing an edge blended image. Yeah. So we have 2 projectors side by side here, each casting an image onto here. So it's about 1/3 blended through the middle here. Okay. And the idea is just to show different ways you can use projection, right? So these models right here will actually do up to 180 inches corner to corner, so that's 15 feet. Yeah. So it could actually do much larger than what we're showing here. Yeah. They can be mounted above, below, on the sides like you see, and then or rear projection, right? So if you want to show a big image like this where the projector is just invisible to the viewer, then you can do that as well. So brand new product, start shipping probably around October of this year. And
so when you add the interactive, then how does that actually work in terms of the technology in the projector that's different than what you have here with non-interactive?
Great question. So the interactivity is run by infrared. Okay. So the difference is on those models, while it's the same brightness, the same resolution, all that, it has an infrared camera that is on board, and then the interactive stylus basically is a switch in the pen tip. So when the pen tip touches a firm surface, it illuminates the infrared, and then the camera will track that. So basically your pen, your stylus is working like a wireless mouse. Okay. So any type of software application that you want to run, it can run. It's basically just an extension of your desktop that you can interact with at the front of the class. So whatever your favorite application is, we ask you to use that. We're not trying to change the way teachers teach. We're just trying to make things easy for them and use the tools that they're already familiar with.
Well, obviously education is such a big market here with the InfoComm show. That's a big part of it, higher ed, even K through 12. So this is all of that and more with absolutely like art applications and different things like that. So it's a really cool way to show the diversity of this projector.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, there's the classroom, standard classroom application, but also there's all sorts of things you can do around campus, whether you have like a performing arts center, you can use digital backdrops like this for live performance arts. Right, you can put things in the library or the media rooms and things like that, used for digital signage, because the projectors are they're so close to the image, and you can, like I said, do rear projection, things like that. You can make these massive images without ever seeing them.
Right. Well, very good. And this is all available by the end of the year? Basically?
Yeah, so about October we should be shipping this product.
Sounds like that's a common thread through all the introductions. Yeah. So great to hear. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
All right.